All right, welcome back to another Genshin Impact tier list. Today, these Genshin characters are getting into groups of 3 and running a business. How well will they do? We're going to find out. So I'm going to create random groups of 3 here for Genshin characters, and then we're just going to tier rank them on how well they would run a business. Will they take over the world and be like Amazon? Or will the company never even get started because they don't know how to run anything? So let's find out. This should be a lot of fun. And let's get the group set up. Here we go. What do we got? What do we got? I'm excited. Give us some good groups. Team 1. So, Shilonen, Kachina, and Razor. Okay, so Shilonen and Kachina are both part of the Children of Echoes, and then they have Razor with them. Oh boy. Okay, so I have all 3 here. Let's think about this. Razor can't do much at all. Kachina's just a kid, and then Shilonen, she likes to sleep and party, and then she works all day. I mean, this company's never even going to get started, let's be real. Yeah, you have 2 besties here, but I mean, Kachina can't do much. Shilonen, she likes to sleep, and she can't trust these 2 to actually run a business together. So yeah, this company's never even getting started. I'm sorry. Next up, we have Linnea, Klee, and Arlecchino. What in the hell? I mean, we are getting some wild groups right off the damn bat. Oh my god. There's no shot. Linnea, Arlecchino, and Klee running a business together. Okay, let's think about this. Linnea, she is an advisor for the Adventurers Guild. I think she would be actually pretty decent at running a business. Arlecchino, she runs the House of the Hearth. I think she has experience. Klee, you better tie her up and get her away from the business. So I think not the best and needs help. I think they can run a business, but it won't be great. They're going to need some help because Klee will not be help. So that's where I'm going to put this group here. Lanyan, Albedo, and Inefa. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. This sounds pretty promising. So let me get these characters up here. All right, so Inefa is kind of like AI. Lanyan is really smart, knows how to deal with a lot of intricate things, and Albedo is not even human, like a real scientist. Yeah, this group together could deal some damage. I think they could make a product and just have high profits, get a global presence. They're not going to take over the world, but they're going to be a very, very good, high quality company. That's what I see. Neuvillette, Dahlia, and Nahida. Okay. All right, so Neuvillette, Dahlia, Nahida. I mean, Nahida is the god of wisdom. Neuvillette kind of runs Fontaine. And Dahlia's the deacon of Mondstadt. So, I mean, they all have pretty good experience and are smart. But, I don't know. Okay, you know what? Screw it. We're taking over the world. Nahida, she has the Akasha system. She can build something like that. Neuvillette, I mean, he can deal with all the paperwork. Dahlia can deal with the financials and human resources. I think these 3 together working in the same business, they can do damage. They'll be very, very powerful. Yep, I see it. Next group, Lali, Lauma, and Ningguang. Oh boy, 3 ladies here. Some with very high power. Huh. All right. Lauma. Okay. Lali, Ningguang, and Lauma going into business together. Ningguang has the money, Lauma has the people, and Lali has the history. Depending on how serious they get, they can definitely become very powerful and a very popular company. Can't Lali also kind of look into the future? Doesn't she have some sort of thing she can use? I think they take over the world. Let's not beat around the bush here. I was thinking of putting them here, but they definitely can take over the world. We already have 2 groups in the first 5 that can take over the world. We need some companies to rival them because we're looking at a pretty dominant force here of these two groups. Next up, Siegeween Sino Bennett. Yeah, this company is not getting started. Nope. Nope, it's not getting off the ground. Sino, Unlucky Bennett, and Siegeween, yeah, no, they're cooked. They are absolutely fried. I'm so sorry. This company is not getting started. Just no hope for them. Nothing. Kujosara, Gaming, and Kirara. All right, all right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Oh boy. Okay, I just got a really good thought in mind. Kujosara, she runs kind of like an army. Gaming, he's, just still a teenager, young adult, but he's been through a lot and he knows a lot. And he kind of goes on runs a little bit. And then Kirara is literally a delivery person for Kominia Express. They could easily be a delivery company. Gaming can go everywhere. Kirara can continue going everywhere. And then Kujosara can just sit in her office and boss everybody around. Yeah, I can see this being a pretty damn popular company. Maybe a little bit niche, maybe not global, but, one country really taking on this company. So I'm going to put them here. Stable organization. They're popular in, a very specific part of the world, but they're not global yet. So this is where I'm putting this group. Farina, Candace, Nicole. Oh boy. All right, Nicole throws a lot off here. Oh, and you have Farina and Candace. Okay, this is wild. So Farina, Candace, Nicole. Man, I'm just sitting here thinking about it, and this group has potential, but they all have their faults. This is such a very complicated group to think about. Farina is very popular. She could easily start a business and have a ton of customers. Candace, same thing. She's the protector of Aru Village and the Sumeru Desert. She's very popular there. She can easily run a business very well. And then you have Nicole, the yapper. She's smart. She can definitely run a business. I mean, I don't even know where to put them. Like, I think they do well, but they also have high potential. But I feel like I don't know. This is such a tough group to decide on. Hell, they could start a performing business. Have Farina perform, Candace manage everyone, and then Nicole can be the marketer. Okay, let's just screw it. I mean, will they have a global presence or will they just be, kind of in their own nation? Nah. All right, we're going global presence. I think this group has so much potential, it can't possibly fail. They have 3 unbelievably smart characters, and they're all from different parts of Teyvat. They can deal damage. If they started a business together, they do very well. Let's just put it at that. Kokomi, Venti, and Mualani. Holy shit, what a very diverse group of characters here. All right, immediately I think of beach, water, because you have Kokomi and Mualani. They could easily run some sort of beach resort type of company. Venti could be the bard. Oh my gosh, yes. We're going, all right, they're not going to take over the world, and they're not going to be a global presence. They are going to be one of the most popular companies and businesses in a very specific area. All right? They're going to be around the coast, around beaches, oceans. They are going to have a great company, but they're not going to be global and take over the world. But don't get me wrong. Don't get it wrong. This group is going to do amazing. Very, very great organization they are running. It's just not going to go global. Barbara, Varka, and Wander. Oh no. Okay, Wander throws this whole thing off. Oh boy. They might need help. Or will they make even any... No, Varka's too drunk. Barbara can't do everything. Nah. Awful business, no money made. They're not going to make any money. The company, I think they could get a company going, but It's just not going to work out. I'm so sorry. This group just does not gel together. They just can't work together, and it fails. It's a failed operation. We move on. Damn. Baiju, Diona, and Yoimiya. Okay, interesting. All right, so we have three very interesting characters. Baiju's a doctor. Diona is like a bartender that makes bad drinks. Yoimiya is just a happy-go-lucky person who makes fireworks. I have no idea what business they'd even create. I think they'd be able to work together, though. You know what? Honestly, this kind of fits them. They only do okay, but they have high potential with who they have. With these three together, they have high potential, but they only just do okay. Maybe they go into a business that isn't for them. And if they just switch different organizations to like a completely different market, they do better. I could see them like arguing and trying to figure out what type of business they want to be. I don't know what business they'd run, but yeah, they have high potential, but they only do okay. Mawika, Sayu, Kave. Oh my. Okay. Well, Sayu is definitely the kicker here. Mawika and Kave can do damage. I don't know what Sayu would do. That's the thing. How would Sayu help this group? Mawika can do anything. She's the best. Kave is a really good carpenter, very smart, can make blueprints. I mean, they could probably build something. I don't know what Sayu would do. I don't know how she would help. That's the only thing here. You know what? Has potential, but only does okay because of Sayu. Like, these two together, I mean, the sky's the limit. I mean, I don't want to put them here because, yes, they need help because of Sayu, but I feel like they can at least still, they don't do terrible. They're not bad. They can do okay as a business. They'll find a role for Sayu, okay? They'll find a role for her. I think they do okay, but they have high potential. Yeah, that checks out. I agree with that. Fischl, Toma, and Prune. I don't even know who Prune is. Obviously, she's a new character coming next patch. We know nothing about her. Yeah, I don't even know if Prune is how you pronounce her name. But she's with Fischl and Toma. Oh, dear God. Yeah, no, I don't think this what do I even say? Toma's a stay-at-home dad who knows how to cook and does housework. Fischl's just chaotic. Prune, who the hell knows? Fischl would love to start a business, but she doesn't know how to run it. Toma would know how to run a business, though. You know what? Screw it. Let's say they need help. They don't do great, but they need help. This group will need help if they run a business. Let's be real. They would need help. So, yeah, that's where I'm going. That's just chaos. Ayaka, Chiori, and Yao Yao. All right, I like this group. This group can work. I have some ideas here. Let's get them all on the board. Chiori, fashion designer. Ayaka, she knows some fashion sense or two. She's very pretty, and she has great clothes, very elegant. And then there's Yao Yao, very curious person. She loves to help out people. This company, if these three ran a business together, yeah, they're going global presence. I'd say global presence. I think they'd make outfits that characters around the globe would wear. I don't think they'd take over the world. No. But they'll have high profits and a global presence. I mean, Ayaka has her name. Chiori company. Yeah, I mean, perfect. I think these three would mesh very well together. This is a good business unit trio. Columbina, Shenhe, Faruzan. Oh, I don't have a good feeling about this group already. All right. Columbina, Shenhe, Faruzan. Yeah, no, this would not be a good business if these three work together. Shenhe can't do much. She literally just got a job at Wanming restaurant. Columbina, She doesn't know people. She's been alone for hundreds of years. Faruzan could definitely help. She's granny. She's old school. It's this is not going to go well. I can't see it because Shenhe could get aggressive with customers. I don't know, whatever they do. I don't think this business is making any money. I think they could get a business started, but it's just going to go downhill really fast. So, no money made for this business. I'm so sorry, you three. You're going to need some more people. Escoffier, Rosaria, Sucrose. Yeah, I think this business unit can work. I think they can work. All right, you got the chef Escoffier, the alchemist Sucrose, and the nun emo girl Rosaria. But she does have kind of a soft spot in our heart. She does help out people once in a while. So I think if you give her a good role in her job, she'll be fine. Scoffier can cook, and Sucrose can help make, and create new dishes with her alchemist skills. Now, I think they'll be very popular, kind of in their own country. I don't think this business will go global, and I don't think they'll take over the world. I think they'll be very popular, very stable organization, but local to their own country. That's what I think for this group. Yeah, that's a good business group right there. I like that. Yanfei, Skirk, and Zhao. Oh my lord. Okay, Yanfei, Zhao, and Skirk. I don't even know where to begin with this. Yanfei is a lawyer. She'd do great working in any business. Skirk, if she dedicates her life to, this business like she does fighting, then maybe. Zhao, I think, is a lost cause. Oh my lord, where do I even put this group? You know what? If they formed a business together, I think they have very high potential, but ultimately they'll kind of go off on their own and they won't work together. And there could be arguments, unsatisfaction, and I think they'll do okay. I think they have very high potential though, but ultimately they're just going to do okay. Yeah, that's what I see. Their ceiling could probably be very popular, but it would have to be a very good business, and they'd have to dedicate a lot of time to it. Shinobu, Dia, and Dori. Oh my lord. Okay. This is interesting. You have the scammer Dori, but again, she still makes a lot of Mora. Dia, the eremite, she's smart, she's strong, she definitely can be a leader in an organization. And then Kuki Shinobu basically runs the Arataki gang. And if she can run the Arataki gang, she can handle anyone, including Dori. Honestly, this has very high potential. Oh man, this business group here, this is good. I like this group, but how well will they do? You know what? Global presence. I don't think they take over the world. They're not a business group that could take over the world, but they're going to be really popular, have high profits around the globe, and everyone will know about this company. Yeah, I see it. Man, I want to know what they're selling. Next up, we got Xiangling, Jean, and Nilu. All right, this seems pretty good. You have the Grandmaster of Mondstadt, the acting Grandmaster, Jean, Nilu, a dancer, and then the chef of Xiangling. I mean, she could be a chef, she can be customer service, marketing, and then she can do paperwork. I mean, again, where do I put them? I think they'll be very popular. This is a great business right here. I'm struggling. I don't know if they'd have a global presence. That's my only thing right now. Would they have a global presence, or would they be kind of local and very niche in their own country? I guess that. Would they have a global presence? I'm not sure. That's my only thing. This is tough. That is a really tough group to really categorize. All right, we'll put them there. Maybe we'll change it later. Who knows? Clorand, Alhaitham, and Fremine. There's always one character that throws off the entire group. Oh man. Oh, this is tough. Fremine is the odd one out here because I think Alhaitham and Clorand would run a great business together. It's just Fremine. I mean, all he does is dive in water and swim. He doesn't do anything else. Alhaitham, I feel like would fire people immediately. Cloran is okay. She's fine, but Alhaitham could be a bitch to work with. Obviously, maybe like does okay, but has high potential. I think this is the way to go. They have high potential, but it depends what company, what business they run, and who the hell knows. So, yeah, that's just where I'm going with. They have high potential, but overall, they just do okay in the end. Man, we're getting some tough groups here. What's next? Child, Zhongli, and Navia. Well. Geo Archon Zhongli, Mr. Worldwide Child, and then Navia, the leader of the Spina di Rosula. If they all ran a business together, yeah, they're taking over the world. Let's just be real. There's no stopping this group. They would actually dominate the world. They'd be like the new Google or something like that. Yeah, this is just overpowered. You got three high intellectual citizens working together on a business. Yeah, they're going to take over the world. Auroron, Zabai, and Lenny. Holy shit. What a chaotic group. What the hell? All right, this is funny as hell. Zabai, no, she's still working out her three selves and getting to know Tevat. Auroron's a lost cause. Lenny is just a magician, but he does know some business. I think if they try to go into business together, they need help. I think it will take time. I think they just need some help. You know, find the right business to go into and then start from scratch. Start at the bottom. You guys can work your way up. I think they're going to need help though. So they're not going to do great at the beginning. But hey, you never know. In the future, 5-10 years, there could be something there. That's all I'm going to say. Kazuha, Ito, and Chaska? Oh no. Yikes. Big yikes. Ito's obviously won't be able to run it. Chaska's interesting. She can be a great peacemaker, but she's a loner, likes to be alone. I don't know what type of business they'd run. And then Kazuha's a wanderer. He's smart. He knows how to fight. This is tough. This is a tough one. I don't even know where you start. This is tough. I have no idea. It really depends what type of business they go into. I feel like they can definitely do something well. Maybe they just need some help. Or do they have... I don't think they have high potential now. They need help. They need help. I think if they pick the right business, get the right people alongside of them, they can run a good business together. But they're going to need a lot of help. I don't think they'd make a terrible business because Kazuha and Chaska can definitely work some magic. Ito may just be a lost cause. Unless they give him a really dumb role and he just excels in it. But yeah, I think they won't do great, but they're going to need help. That's what I see. Itlua, Lynette, and Kutching. What a very weird trio of characters. Itlua, Kutching, and Lynette. Okay, so Itlua is a workaholic, so that's great. He's a leader. He works all day and night in Nodcry, so he's a good businessman. Kutching, we know, is a great businesswoman. She works 24/7 at Leeway. Lynette's, she can go into mode, so maybe she can just go into work mode a lot. So I think if they started a business together, they'd actually do very well. Probably not global, but very popular. I don't know what type of business they'd run, but I think they'd be a very popular organization. They'll be stable, have a lot of money flowing in, but they won't go global. I think they'd want to stay put around their area and kind of dominate that market. Work smarter, not harder. So yeah, great group here. I like that. Janyun, Chongyun, and Yoonjin. Three Leeway characters. Alrighty. Janyun has a lot of knowledge. Yoonjin's an opera singer and dancer. And then Chongyun is just an exorcist, a failed one. So, oh boy, what do we do here? You know what? They're all from Leeway. They all know each other. I think they can play to their strengths, come up with a really good idea, and kind of just, make a big company or organization in Leeway. They'd be very popular. Their name is recognizable in the city or country they do this in. I mean, yeah, I think they'd be very successful in their endeavors. It's just figuring out what business they'd run. But I think they'd be able to crack the case. Yeah, I could see them running a pretty well business. Chevres Mona Lisa. Look at that, Mona Lisa. And Chevres, the police officer, the librarian, and then you have Mona with her spyglass. Huh, this is interesting. What do we do here? Man, I really don't want to do this because I feel like I'm just being very repetitive, but I see them being a stable organization and very popular. They're all smart. They can all run a business very well, I believe, but I don't see them running a global business. And I see them just sticking to something local, something they're accustomed to. I mean, like a library or something with guards. And then you have Mona who can see the future, then it can help them. This is a perfect category for this group. I feel bad because it's 3 in a row. What's next? Yaimiko, Iansan, and Goro. Oh boy. All right. Oh no. Goro's with Yaimiko? Hot damn. That is unlucky. And then Iansan, who just works out all day. Oh my gosh. Because Yaimiko runs a business. This is. But she's not with anyone crazy. I don't know how Eonsun would be able to help that much. Goro would be too scared to do anything. They need help. I don't think this business would be terrible and they won't make any money. It's Yaimiko. She's smart. She can do anything. But she needs a lot of help here. So, unfortunately, she falls into this category. Kale, Amber, and Tainari. What? This is a completely random group. Yeah, we just got besties. Unbelievable. Kale and Amber have known each other forever. Kale and Tainari live practically together. And then Tainari and Amber are friends by association. And I think they've met before. So, yeah, this is the perfect group of characters to go into a business together and run it. How well will they do? This is actually outstanding. Holy shit. They're going to have a global presence. I don't think they can take over the world, but they're actually going to run a business with a global presence. Tainari is really smart. Amber is really smart, very knowledgeable. I think they can put their brains together and think of something big. Kale can help them out anywhere that she wants. This is brilliant. What a power trio that you just would not expect. Now, I think they'd be very, very well run. That is crazy. We just got those three together. Risley, Aino, and Eula. Huh? What the hell? All right, hang on. Aino kind of runs her own business anyways with bots, making tons of robots. Eula, she's interesting character. I don't even know what she'd be like running a business. And then there's Risley, who's the leader of the Fortress of Meripede. This is interesting. Call me crazy, but what if I say they will actually have a global presence? Aino can make AI, robots, and stuff for the entire world. Risley, he's very good at paperwork and managing company. He'd be excellent. And Eula can just help out really anywhere. She is very versatile and can go into many different departments. So I think this would be a very profitable organization and they'd be a global company. They'd make products for the entire world. This is a very good group. Nefer, Kaya, and Durin. All right, well, Nefer is goated. Kaya and Durin. She may need some help, though. Nefer's arguably one of the smartest characters in this game. Kaya is a wild card, and then Duran just turned into a human. They do okay, but they have high potential. Nefer there just gives them automatic high potential. Duran will grow. He'll learn, and as older he gets, the more, experience he will have, and he'll be fine. Kaya, when he actually focuses and locks in, he'll be a great help. So I think this group does okay, but they have a high potential. Great. We're coming down here. Only 8 groups to go. Xingqiu, Ganyu, and Heizo. Xingqiu, Ganyu, and Heizo. Ooh. All right. This is fascinating. The detective, a bookworm, and someone who works 24/7 and likes to sleep. Okay, we're going back to this again, but I think they're going to be very popular, but not go global. They're not going to take over the world. They're just going to have a small niche company business running in a small area, and they're just going to stick to their own, country and not really expand. But they're going to be very well at whatever business they run, and they're going to make a ton of money. And yeah, I don't have much to say about that. It's just a very solid group. Diluc, Veressa, Mizuki. What the hell? Okay, well, this is chaotic. Mizuki runs her own company already. Diluc, yikes. He does kind of work at the Dawn Winery. And then there's Veressa. Huh. What the hell do I do? You know what? They have high potential, but they're just going to do okay. So, I don't even know how to describe this. Mizuki's employees are kind of crazy, and she works with them, and she makes them do well at their job. Diluc, like Kaya, when he can lock in, he can definitely be a big help. And then there's Veressa. She's very fast. She can get around places very quickly. I think they'll do okay. They might have a lot of different opinions on stuff, and it might be a shaky start, but I think they have high potential if they all get together, get some help, and they can really just blast off into the universe and be a very good organization. Yelan, Kanich, and Layla. All right. This group is good. This group is good. Yelan can run any company. She's the goddess. Kanich can help out anywhere. He's very, very smart. He's strong. Honestly, I can see him as a businessman. And then Layla, sleep Layla, because if she's asleep, she can do anything. But if she's awake, yikes. So, global presence? I could see them going globally, especially with Yelan. Locked in, sleep Layla, and Kanich. I gotta say global presence. I just think this group can deal some damage on the world. They could run something, I don't know what, but they can be the top company in their market around the globe. Yep, that's what I see. Flynn's Noel Chi-Chi. Yikes. I don't think this one's going well. Flynn's Chi-Chi and Noel. Is this company ever going to get started, or is it going to be an awful business with no money made? You know what? Awful business with no money made. I think they'd be able to start a business. Noelle's a maid. She can do stuff. Maybe like a housekeeping business, because Chi-Chi, she runs the desk at Boo Boo Pharmacy. And then Flynn's can just go around. You know what? Actually, wait a minute. If they run like a housekeeping hotel company, maybe? Wait, this could actually be, because Flynn's can turn into a lantern and go into all their room. Wait a freaking minute. Wait a minute. I am cooking. High potential. This group actually has high potential. They do okay. They're not going to be very popular at the beginning, but they have high potential. Oh my goodness. She literally runs the desk. She's a maid, and he can go in all the rooms and kind of be like maid 2.0. He can recruit, do marketing. This man can do anything. So I actually think they have high potential now thinking about it. That's crazy. Wow. Sethos, Emily, and Aoife. Whoa. All right. Well then. Veterinarian, florist. I don't even know what she does, like a detective and a florist. And then Sethos is just a dude from the desert. But he does run a temple. You know, this is actually a very smart trio. Holy. This is a very smart trio, very niche. I bet they can easily run a company. They'd easily be able to run a business together, but they'll be stable. They'll be very popular in their, small area. Not global, but they definitely do better than okay. They're smart enough. This is actually a very solid group. Hu Tao, Jinyan, and Ayato. All right, you got two besties and a guy who literally runs an entire, I don't want to say runs an entire nation, but he deals with the Inazuma stuff. Huh. What the hell would this group do? You know what? Hu Tao's great at her job. Ayato's great at his job. Fit Janyan in somewhere. You got a very popular company. These three can easily run a business together. That's all I got. I mean, again, a lot of groups are just stable, very popular, not global, but better than okay. This is a good group, good business group. I do business with them. All right, we're at the end. Charlotte, Raiden, and Mika. Now, this is a group that's not even going to get started or just terrible. Oh, no. Mika's too shy to do anything. Raiden's a lost cause, being in Tenshukaku for hundreds of years. Charlotte, she does her job well, but I mean, it can get wild. So I don't think this company's... Would this company ever even get started? No, this company's not getting started. No way. No way is that company getting started. And then last is Yehuda, Lowen, and Beto. Now, this is an awful business, no money made. Unless, I mean, Lowen is basically, he loves fighting, and he's kind of a psycho maniac. Yehuda is a girl failure. I mean, she does her job, but it's just a mess every time she does it. Beto is part of the crux, on a pirate ship. They could probably start a business, but it would fall to pieces at the very start. I mean, it would not be good. So there you have it. Wow. Random groups of 3 of Genshin characters starting a business together and running it. How well will they do? And this is what I have. A few groups either not getting started or awful. A few groups that are take over the world. These are the 3 groups that I think would actually dominate the world. A ton of groups with global presence, high profits, a lot of groups that are very popular in their own country, very small location, niche, does okay, but has high potential. These groups, not the best and need help for these few groups. So honestly, a good variety. I like this. This was great. Where did I go wrong? I know there was a few groups I was iffy on whether I should put them in global, move them down to very popular. But I mean, I'm just going to stick with this for now. I could definitely make some, choices, move some of these up into here. But ultimately, I think this is, based off of my gut, first impressions, this is where these groups would land. So what did I get wrong? What did I get right? Let me know. What do you guys think? Which groups would you put where? And which companies, businesses would you apply for or, buy from? Let me know. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Peace out.